Hey TOTers, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. So I've noticed that there's been a couple of people putting out topics on for videos that have been talking about the tools that they use every day for their Linux production or workflow or whatever you want to call it. And just thought to myself, man, that's actually a good idea. I should make a video doing that as well. I had the idea a while ago to do it, but I kind of delayed it. But now I want to catch up with the other people. Just kidding. No, actually, it was a really good idea, and I thought maybe that is a good idea to do as well. So today, that's exactly what this video is going to be. We're going to show you the top 5 tools that I use every day in Linux to do whatever it is that I do, whether I'm doing a workflow, whether I'm doing just, browsing for content or, looking for research or whatever. So here we go. We're going to take a look at it. Before we do, though, hit the thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and the notification button. Or visit the Patreon or the Buy Me a Coffee. It only helps us out. Okay, first and foremost, the one that I use every day, all the time, whether I am using it for actually recording a video or for using it to capture my camera and setting it to like Discord or Zoom or whatever, is OBS. That's right, OBS, Open Broadcasting Software. For most people that don't know, OBS is what every content creator and anybody who's recording anything, whether you're streaming to Twitch, YouTube, whatever, they use this software. In fact, it's available, it's cross-platform, it's available on Windows and Mac OS as well. They use this to capture and record their streams to wherever that is they're choosing to do. You could use it by here, like start streaming. You can manage your broadcast here. You could choose whether you want to upload to YouTube or Twitch. I believe Facebook even. When you do go through the setup for live, you can do this as well to send to all those platforms. It is a great software. It's chock full of settings. When you open up the settings tab, there's tons of settings that you could do to set it up, from everything that the MP the codec to the audio compression that you want on it, to the video quality, everything. You can do it under simple or advanced settings, and it is a fantastic little tool. The next tool that I use is going to be one. Well, actually, I don't have to do it that way, but I can just click on it up here because it's in my title bar. Let me drag it over so you guys can see it. Is Discord. That's right. This is my Discord app. I'm in this thing every day, from my Discord server, which is the Linux Tube, to sometimes I'm over on Matt, the Linux Cast server, or sometimes I'm over on Zany's server, or yours server. I mean, as you can see, there's lots of people's server who I'm a part of over here. And so I use this app every day without fail. From messaging people to video calling people. I actually can import my OBS camera when I start my virtual camera in OBS. I can import it into here, and people can see that camera quality. Or I could do just audio chat as well. Sometimes I hang out in my server under my lounge, my voice lounge. Sometimes I'm over in Zany server. Either way, we're all part of the Nuggies crew, so we all tend to hang out everywhere. But either way, yeah, Discord is one of those apps that I use all the time. Now, the third app that I use all the time, or software that I use all the time, is going to be, why did that open up on that monitor? Let me move it over to this monitor. Oops. Let me drag it over for you guys to see. It's CadenLive. That's right. CadenLive is one of those tools that, again, if you're a content creator of any kind, this is one that you want to do and use all the time. You got DaVinci Resolve. Oh, wait, my bad. You got DaVinci Resolve. You've got, I can't think of the name of the other ones, but anyhow, there's several other ones that you could use for editing in Linux, but I think CadenLive outside of DaVinci Resolve is the next best one out there. Yes, it can have some issues like when you're scrubbing, the video or whatever through here with your scrubber, where it's a little jerky and hesitant to play, but nonetheless, it works quite well. It is very feature compliant. If you go here under composition, you could actually add different things like you can do alpha out, you can do color, wipes and stuff like that. You can do composite transform, so if you're putting something on top, like those little like a join flag, you can make it smaller, appears in the lower right hand corner, that kind of stuff. There's all kinds to do. But also one of the things that I like to use is the darken, the effects, which on the effects here you could add a chroma key and a mask, and that is where you can use green screen stuff and actually make it like floating in the air. It's really cool. There's all that kind of stuff. Also, there's different audio things like equalizers and stuff you can do to add extra stuff. I mean, there's a lot you can play with. It's very customizable, very powerful and flexible for doing video editing software and posting to YouTube and that kind of stuff. So yeah, guys, try giving out CadenLive a try. If you haven't, have never used it, try it. Also, I'm going to be doing a video with somebody on that coming up pretty soon. Now, the other software that I use all the time is, since it came out or I discovered it, where am I at? Hang on one second. Since it came out is the Thorium browser. I know that it's still a work in progress. It's still getting developed. It's being made. But I use this one for light research stuff. But I like it because, like, when you're trying to just look up stuff pretty fast, it's really fast. As you can see, it loads up my channel very fast, loads up my videos really quick. I mean, it is a fast little browser. But the one that I usually do for everything is actually, as you can see, it's in the second one because that's used all the time, is Vivaldi. And this browser here, as you can see, get lots of little pop-ups and stuff from stuff that I do. That's the browser that I use a lot. It is very secure. I don't know why I clicked on that, but anyhow, it's very secure. It is pretty much so one of the best browsers I've ever used. I like over here the toolbar on the side. It also handles tabbing very well. You can do tab groups like you can up here. I mean, it does things well, from bookmarks to everything. I mean, it's fantastic. It's a very powerful, very secure browser. It is a Chromium based browser, so I use that one all the time. Then another one, because you're in Linux and you use Pipewire, that you have to use all the time, is Pavo, or Pulse Audio Volume Control. Now, this is probably the most powerful tool for controlling your mixers and stuff like that. You have your playback tab, your recording, your output devices, your input devices, and your actual configuration. So these are all the different interfaces that are available on for audio capture. And like the mirror box is actually audio and video. The HDMI audio controller for the HDMI out from the video card. I have another mirror box capture card, and then I have my USB audio box, which is by PreSonus. That's what's capturing my microphone that you hear me talk to you with right now. And then of course you've got the onboard audio chipset, the HD that's on there. So these are the devices you can turn on and off by simply going here, clicking on this, and turn the profile off. And so now that is off, so it will not capture any kind of audio, or you can just turn it to whatever analog, stereo, input, whatever you want. Now, for playback, this will tell you all the things that are being used that are going to require playback, and as you can see, it defaults to the chipset, so it comes out your speakers. For recording, I have the audio box on here, and as you can see, the meter's pegging to show that I'm actually speaking and recording right now. So that is a tool that I use for all that. And then here you can actually set the defaults for whatever your output devices are. So for input devices, here you go. You can set your devices for this as well. So either way, this is how you can actually control, fine-tune the audio in your actual Linux system. Now, if you go to, is it output? Yes, and you click under advanced. Here you can set latency. If you need to add latency or there is latency, you can adjust for it right here on any device. So it's a very powerful tool. It works wonders, and it is something that you should be familiar with. If you're not, then, well, then you're still doing it old school style with the also mixer. And then the next one that I use all the time is going to be this one. I've been using GIMP for a while. GIMP, another one that you could use for Linux to create thumbnails, do some photo editing. Once you learn the stuff, which I've went and learned more about it recently, and so that's why my thumbnail game's getting a lot of strength. But it's actually a very, very flexible and powerful tool. Now in GIMP, some of the things that you can do is you can open as layers, and let's picture this NixOS. There's your bottom one, right? Then you can go over here, you can click on this, you can scale. So now when you click on it, now you can just drag it to whatever size you want to make it whatever you want, yada, yada, yada. There you go. And so you get the gist. You can manipulate with it. You can do actual colors. You can do whatever you want, just color and all that good stuff through different tools and through different filters and stuff like that. But GIMP is a very powerful tool. I believe Tyler Zaney did a video on how to create a thumbnail with this. If you haven't checked it out, shoot over to his channel and check it out. He's part of the Nuggies crew. So go check it out over there. He's the Nuggies family. Check out his channel and you can see exactly how to use GIMP and actually make successful thumbnails and stuff like that. Create good, cool stuff. So there is that. That will be, and we're going to discard changes. We're not going to save anything. That would be number 4 and GIMP. And number 5, well, again, in here, as you can see, are the most common used ones that I use all the time. Now, I use this one more than anything just because of the content that I use on my channel, and that is Ventoy, or the USB image writer, or Ventoy, both of them. And basically what it is it really writes an ISO image to a USB so I could load it onto hardware. I usually load it onto my laptop, and it's very easy to use. All you do is you just click on here, you go to your downloads, and you find, sorry, not documents, but downloads, find a ISO, click open. And then of course, when you put a USB, I don't have one connected to my hard drive, but when you select the USB drive there, and then you click write, and it simply writes the ISO there, and it makes it a bootable USB thumb drive. Now, I will warn you that it's going to erase whatever's on there, so make sure you don't grab the thumb drive that actually has, those family pictures on it that you don't want to lose. So that is tool number 5 for what I use every day. It's not much. It's not a lot. Be surprised it wasn't Steam or anything like that. No, I do more production on this. The only time I ever play video games is when I'm actually traveling or whatever, in places that I don't really have my production set up. So I'm actually wasting time by playing video games. But I could either do that on my laptop or I can do that on my phone or whatever. I don't play, a lot of the hardcore games like some people do. I'm boomertastic. That's me. I'm boomertastic. But either way, those are the 5 apps that I use every day on my Linux production machine. Comment down below if you use any of those apps and what you think about them. I have grown fond of them. They make my life very easy. Discord's the proprietary one. Everything else is pretty much so free and open source. But, like I said, they're what I do. So either way, until the next one, I'll tell you to simply keep doing what you do. Keep on listening, stay blessed, stay happy, and I will see you in the very next one.